Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As I was editing this video, I realized that my intro got cut off because I did it at the end of the video instead of the beginning, so that way you could see the makeup look before. Yeah, my camera stopped recording after 30 minutes. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. I hope you enjoy this video, and just keep watching. So first, I'm going to start with a primer. I'm going to start off with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. Look, I just put that everywhere. So for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I think I use the shade Dark Brown. First, I always take the spoolie end and I just come through to make sure that my hairs aren't all funky. I just start with the underline of the brow. Then I move on to the arch and towards the tail. After I get like the arch and the tail somewhat done, I then go on to the top part and do the same thing. Then I just fill in everything. I'm just gonna do the other brow off camera. So once I'm done with my eyebrows, they're a little harsh and you can also kind of see some of the mistakes that I made. So then I then take my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair Concealer. I think it's the lightest one. And then I take this e.l.f. flat edge brush. I don't know. It looks like this if it will focus. And I just use that to like carve out my brows, I guess is what it's called. I don't know. So I really don't take a lot. I use the flattest side on this, and then I take whatever is on the concealer wand. I just dip into it. I don't know, like about that much. It doesn't really matter. You can use however much you want. And I just underline the brow. And then I flip it and I pull everything down. And then I just do the exact same thing on the other brow. So next I'm going to go on to, I actually use the same concealer, and I just put it on my eyelids, and I just, you'll see. This is how I prep my eyes for eyeshadow. And I don't really use a sponge or a brush, so I just use your ring finger. I then set it. Either I'll set it with a loose setting powder or I'll set it with like a white eyeshadow. I guess I could do that because I have one in this palette. So I just take a big fluffy brush like this. Any fluffy brush really doesn't matter. I just dip into the white and just put it everywhere. Usually I'll do this before I set my eyebrows, but I just forgot. So I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. If you guys know any other ones that are good, let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any other recommendations of any makeup that you like or that I should try, let me know. Looks alright, I think. Now onto the eyeshadow look. I'm going to be using the Morphe 35O palette, and I might use another palette if I need to. I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're just gonna try. I think I'm just gonna start with this color right here. So I'm just gonna pop that in the crease. I'm not a beauty guru. I can do okay makeup. I just really just blend shit together. And I just hope it looks okay, and if I like it, then it's good to me. But if anybody else doesn't like it, then I don't really care. I'm also going to dip into the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. It looks like this. I'm just going to dip into the yellow real quick. Just do a little. I'm taking this brush that I got from the Naked 2 Smoky palette, and I'm going to dip into, start with that red in the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. So So just gonna lightly dip in there and just throw that slightly lower on the crease. I can already tell this side is doing worse. They don't look like. You know, but that's all I've heard of makeup. You make mistakes and you fix them, or they're happy mistakes. Isn't that what Bob Ross says? I don't know. Just sometimes things don't go right, and you can either make a good situation out of it or a bad one. So we're gonna turn this one into a good one. This brush right here, it's kind of a more compact, fluffy type brush. I don't know. It looks like this. If you got something similar, go ahead and use it. I think I'm gonna dip into this third color right here. I'm just gonna go in the crease and darken that kind of up. I'm gonna go into this burnt macaroni color. That's what it reminds me of, like a burnt mac and cheese. And let's just take a second and pray. Pray this doesn't mess the whole look up. So we're just gonna go and put this almost on the like eyelid, but kind of towards the crease more. If that makes sense, I really don't know. Basically, I just put it all over the lid. I think they look similar. I hope. This is the Lorac Pro palette, and I might dip into the shade Plum. Let's just pray again that this doesn't mess anything up. So I'm gonna just start slow and tap it onto the eyelid. I don't know how beauty gurus do this and make it look flawless. I shouldn't have tried to do this. This was not a smart move on my part. Someone who's not a beauty guru. I feel like I look like I just got punched in the eye now. Let me know. Let me like zoom in. So yeah, this is what we're working with. Honestly, who knows? Might have to start this tutorial all over again. This is going south real quick. So, I just don't even know where to begin to fix this. What I'm gonna do is go back with that burnt macaroni color, and we're just gonna see if we can fix this. I don't know how people blend their stuff flawlessly. Like I'm trying. Like, how do you blend like an orange and a purple? I'm like trying to say to myself that it looks okay, but I just know it does not. These two shimmy colors could save this look. They could also just destroy it. So let's just try it and see how things go, okay? So now I'm going to take brush from the Naked 2. I'm just going to use this end. I like using this for shimmer colors to like pack it on. I just find it's best. So I think we're going to start with the more orange toned one. Here we go. So now I think I'm going to go into the red one and just put that more focus on the center. So now I'm going to use some foundation. This is the Clinique Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup Broad Spectrum with SPF 15. I now use the Real Techniques buffing brush. It's just like this. Next, I'm going to move on to concealer. I start at the inner corner. I go across, go back, go down. I don't do a big triangle. And then here, I try to be super careful to make sure that's like an even line. And then I go back down with that, and then I fill in the rest. Just do a little, just to brighten it up, and then down the nose, I can't do a straight line. My nose is kind of crooked, I think. And then just down here, just to brighten it up a little. Now I take the Real Techniques, the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I'm gonna go in the inner corner, kind of like tap it in. Because you don't want to like brush it down, because then that moves everything. You kind of want your concealer where it is, so you want to pat it in and not bring it down to where you don't want it. Then use the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I think this is just translucent. And then wherever I put concealer, I just tap that in. For contour, I use the Anastasia Contour Kit in the light to medium. And for this, I use another Real Techniques face brush. It's the contour brush. It looks like this. So I'm just going to dip into that middle shade. And I'm just going to go. Next, I'm going to move on to blush. For blush, I use a mixture of two. They're both the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. This one is in Blushing Bride, and then this one is actually in the shade Party, but I think this is if you had a certain birthday at Ulta, they gave you this one. I also use another Real Techniques brush. Literally, that's all my brushes, and this is just the blush brush. So I dip into this, and like I'm dipping quite a lot. Tap off a little. Then go into Party, and this one looks like a lot lighter. If it will focus. See, this one's a lot lighter than the Blushing Bride. But this one I feel like shows more pigment. That's why I like it a lot more. So I'm just going to dip into this one, kind of. This one I know is pigmented, so I tap off more. For the under eye, I'm going to use this small flat, it's like rounded edge brush. Just looks like that. And it's going to help to get more precise under here. Going back into the Morphe 35O palette, I'm going to dip into this kind of burnt soft red. Just going to go as close to the water or under, I don't really know what this part is called. Because it's not like waterline, because that's where you'd put eyeliner, but close to the lash line as possible. I'm going to go into that top color, the burnt macaroni and cheese kind of color, or the burnt orange, and just go over that as well. Both of these, and put them focus the one more on like the center of the lash line, and then the rest on the kind of outer, how I mimicked on the lid. Alright, so I did my eyeliner off camera. I tried to get them as even as I could, kind of fix this one with concealer, but I think they look okay. I just did the best I could. So next I'm going to move on to false eyelashes. Before I put mascara on though, I'm going to go over with some more eyeliner just so you can't see the like lash line as much, and to fix up any parts that might have pulled up. So now I'm going to go over the lashes with an eyelash curler just to help curl them some more. The L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and let me tell you, this thing is amazing. My eyelashes grow out pretty straight, so anytime I put mascara on, like it looks good, but then like right as I'm about to leave, they're already like dropped down. With this mascara, it like stays up and it doesn't drop. So if you have straight eyelashes like me, I highly, highly, highly recommend this. It was like $6, $6, $8, $9 at the drugstore. Anyway, this is the best mascara. Can't say it enough. So, highly recommend it. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Next, on to the best part by far, I think, is highlight. Now, I love my highlight popping, like blinding, like, ooh, who's that over there? I can see her popping. Highlight. Oh my god, that was so cringy. Use this e.l.f. brush. It looks exactly like my Real Techniques contour brush. I think I'm gonna go in with Gleam. That's my favorite one. So actually, before I do my highlight, I always take this Real Techniques accent brush. It's just a little round tip. And I go into Gleam. And I always do the inner corners. And then I also like to go at the brow bone. Ooh, who is that? Oh, look at her. She is glowing. My favorite part of all is the nose highlight. I just think it looks so cute and you can never go wrong with a little nose highlight. And then down the bridge of the nose, even though I feel like you can never see it. I think I'm gonna do the lip gloss, Fenty Beauty and Fenty Glow. I just love this lip gloss so much, and I think it would look good on so many people, but I just love it. And it's gonna have that. So that was it for this makeup tutorial. I guess it really wasn't a tutorial. I don't know. I kind of just showed what I was doing, but also I just kind of do whatever. I'm not an MUA by any chance. If I think I'm doing it right, that's what I think. It's not exactly necessarily the right way, but I think this looks okay. It's decent. It's not my best work, but it's not terrible. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to see you guys in my next video.